The combination of vitamins A and D reveals a deeply synergistic relationship that goes beyond their individual contributions to immunity and bone health. Together, these fat-soluble vitamins act as potent modulators of immune-driven autophagy, a type of cellular cleanup that is uniquely tuned to infection control, inflammation resolution, and tissue integrity. While each vitamin on its own supports specific immune functions, their interplay activates a harmonized network of immune cell signaling, gene regulation, and intracellular housekeeping. This cooperation is especially critical in immune cells like T lymphocytes and macrophages, where autophagy is not only a maintenance mechanism but a frontline defense strategy. In the presence of both vitamins A and D, this defense becomes sharper, faster, and more adaptive, offering a biological edge against infection and chronic immune dysregulation. Vitamin A, through its active form retinoic acid, supports autophagy by promoting the expression of genes such as BECLIN-1 and LC3 in macrophages and epithelial cells. These genes are key to the formation of autophagosomes, which engulf and digest damaged pathogens and debris. At the same time, vitamin A encourages T-cell differentiation toward regulatory T cells, TREGs, which help tone down overactive immune responses. This subtle immune balancing effect ensures that autophagy is used surgically to eliminate invaders and damaged components without triggering unnecessary inflammation. On the other hand, vitamin D, through its receptor VDR, activates antimicrobial autophagy in a more targeted way. It enhances the ability of macrophages and dendritic cells to identify and eliminate intracellular pathogens like Mycobacterium tuberculosis. This is achieved not just through direct gene activation, but also through the promotion of lysosomal acidification and fusion, the final stages of effective autophagy. In this sense, vitamin D doesn't just initiate cleanup, it ensures the job is completed with precision. The synergy arises when these two pathways converge in immune cells. Vitamin A sets the stage by creating an environment of immune tolerance and structural readiness, preparing the autophagy machinery and guiding immune cell differentiation, while vitamin D supplies the finishing power, ensuring efficient pathogen degradation and full immune activation where needed. In T cells, for instance, this dual input enhances the body's ability to distinguish between self and non-self, thus supporting a healthy immune memory without excessive collateral damage. In macrophages, the combined presence of vitamins A and D fine-tunes autophagic clearance of bacteria, viruses, and apoptotic cells, thereby accelerating tissue repair and preventing chronic inflammation. This partnership becomes especially valuable during respiratory infections, gut immune surveillance, and chronic inflammatory diseases, where immune precision and cellular recycling are critical. In aging or immune-compromised individuals, where autophagy tends to decline and immune responses become erratic, this synergy may offer a pathway to restoration. Adequate intake of both vitamins supports immune cells in maintaining their autophagic efficiency, which in turn keeps tissues cleaner, inflammation lower, and infection risk reduced. Rather than having to rely solely on caloric restriction or pharmaceuticals to stimulate autophagy, this nutrient-based approach offers a gentler, more sustainable strategy, especially for populations who cannot tolerate extreme interventions. Foods that deliver both vitamins, such as fatty fish, liver, egg yolks, and fortified dairy, thus serve a more integrated purpose in the diet. They not only support vision, calcium balance, or mood, they become foundational elements in the body's internal sanitation and immune modulation systems. The presence of these nutrients ensures that immune cells are not simply reactive but are capable of intelligent, efficient response and renewal. This is particularly important in organs like the lungs and gut, where immune cells are constantly exposed to microbes and where tissue regeneration depends heavily on both autophagy and controlled immune action. Altogether, the combined influence of vitamins A and D on immune-driven autophagy paints a hopeful picture of what strategic nutrition can achieve. This is not about pushing one pathway to its limit, but about enabling balance between immune readiness and restraint, between cellular clearance and tissue regeneration. By supporting immune cell plasticity and intracellular housekeeping at the same time, these two vitamins work in concert to strengthen the body's most elegant defense systems. Their synergy offers not only protection in times of infection, but also the quiet resilience that underlies long-term health and immune harmony.